Hi guys, welcome back to my plant channel. I have now decided 100% that I'm going to be doing this channel only for plants, and that is basically it. And don't forget to visit my other channel, bronykid 2017, for pony videos. So today I have here my Philodendron micans. It's still in its nursery pot and I've only had it for about 3-4 months. And I'd say in the last few months, I haven't really looked at it that much, but I've now sort of looked at it a bit more and noticed how much it has grown. And it was quite small and it had a really long bit and it had hardly any leaves on, so I cut it. And I've noticed more in the top of the plant that there is quite a lot of growth, whereas there wasn't really before. And I know it now because I can see where all these new leaves are coming out from. So there's one there, there's one there, there's one there, and there's just like they're everywhere. And they're more green than the dark purpley brown hue. My camera's actually picking this up surprisingly well, considering I have such a bright light here for my plants that I have above. And yeah, it's just doing so well. So like I said, I had this for a few months and I've only lost a few leaves and I'm starting to lose a few more here. Now it's winter. I still water my plants pretty much the same as I would in summer or spring. I don't do that whole sort of cool down period because I just plants grow no matter what, so whether it's growing season or not, they still grow. So I don't stop anything like that, and I don't do fertilizers unless it's a natural fertilizer. Like I'll use eggshells, I'll use banana skins, pulsed, everything natural. I don't do chemicals, nothing bad, because it's just not good for the environment. And one of my deciduous just decided to drop and I'm gonna have it dropping again. So just oh, we're having a moment with this plant now, are we? Because trying to move my camera around without messing up this lighting thing is just not working. So I decided to put the plant on top and now it's being a pain. But back to this. So we've got some really lovely growth here and we're going to get some good new leaves. It is on the dry side today just for this video, but I will be giving it quite a big soak. Normally, all my house plants that I've got, I would water about once a week, maybe a little bit less or more than that, depending on, because my room here is really, really warm, so they do dry out, but I don't get to that stage that much unless it's a plant that I'll have in macrame, because obviously it's added weight, and I've only just moved here, so I don't really want to push the limits on a ceiling basically. So I kind of take my plants out of like hanging things, or if they're anywhere hanging on shelves or anything, I'd leave them a little bit less watered than I would a floor plant, say. So that's the only difference. So this is just on my pony shelf behind me. You guys probably see this in my pony video, so it would just be there. So it's not really much of an issue, and it has got a catch pot underneath, so that's quite good. So any excess water that the plant doesn't take up, it will just sit in there. And I don't do the whole check it if there's water on the bottom and then if it leaks out, it leaks out, you know, don't empty it. I just leave it because it is so warm here basically, and it just evaporates and it's fine. I've had no rotting issues for any of my plants, so it's pretty much okay. I have never turned this during the time I've had it at all, and you can tell because the growth is all one-sided, and it's nice because I keep it on the shelf and that's really good. And then we have the bare side at the back, but if I really, really wanted to move it and put it somewhere to get all light all round, then I would just keep it that way. But for the sake of where I've got it, it's fine. I believe that my window where I have my plants that I have on my windowsill is actually a south-facing window. And here you don't get much sun because there's a tree right in front of my window basically, but it's good light and it's probably the best light I have ever had. So my plants, I've noticed in the last few weeks even, have really responded well to my better light, and even my Philodendron micans has definitely picked up on it, because just like these shoots are starting to sprout out from every little node. So we've got like ones there and they're just literally everywhere. They're not just coming out the ends, they're coming out from the branch, they're just branching, and I'm really happy. And I've never fertilized this, or I nearly said orchid. Why did I say orchid? I never have fertilized this plant, and I don't do normal fertilizers for any plants. So I think plants, and especially this micans, has done quite well without any fertilizer so far. I mean, considering I've only had it for a short time, it probably still has all the fertilizers in the pot that it came with from the nursery. And working in a plant shop as I do, we get some quite nice plants, and they're a reasonable price. So I would say for what this was priced as, it is quite a good price. And I would recommend someone to get a Philodendron micans, especially if they've got a small space, or if they're looking for a plant that's quite funky and it's not just green. These do have green leaves, but as you can see, like here, the more light you give them, the more sort of purpley they get. So like even the undersides, they're a completely different color. They're like a maroony kind of burgundy brown hue, and they're all sort of different sizes. And we've got little tiny leaves at the back, and then I guess as time goes on, the leaves will get bigger. And they get air roots as well. But where I don't spray this plant, which I probably should, I do it with other plants, but this one I haven't really. The air roots dry out, and you can't really see that, but that is a dead root, and I just haven't cut it. But there are some on here that are still fairly alive, and they've been fine. So I mean, it's a velvety leaf plant, and I guess it'd be fine without it. I mean, because I leave the water in the bottom of the catch pot, it should still cause humidity, I guess, but it doesn't matter to me. The plant's still living, end of. And when they do get quite leggy, I would suggest cutting it, and then it branches and keeps quite a full plant, which is what they've done in the nursery. And what I've done, I had one really long piece, and it was probably like, so the pot is up here, it was like down to there. It was really ugly. It had like 3 leaves on when I got it, and I just cut it, and I can see where I've cut it, and it has branched 4 times in that one stem, so that is really good. And yeah, I just really like this plant. It's quite funky compared to what I've got. I mean, I've got some really nice plants here in my room, but the funkiest so far has definitely got to be this one, just for its leaves. So if you're thinking of getting a plant that is like for a small space, or you like the funkiness of a plant, I would definitely recommend a Philodendron micans. So that is my first plant video that I'm going to do on this channel, and I'm really pleased that I've been able to do this, and there are no laws against, you know, so me saying there's like, I can't keep my channel to one subject, which is what I can do now. And I'm actually really happy I have my own channel for plants and now for ponies, and it's really great. So if you know anyone who's into My Little Pony, please check out my other channel, bronykid 2017 BK, for that, and follow me on there. And please follow me here on my new channel for all plants and anything awesome to do with plants and greatness and updates and everything. So I'm going to leave it here. So thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my brand new channel. Any comments you have for any plants, any videos to do with plants, please let me know down in the comments, and share these plant videos with your family and friends. So thank you guys for watching. See you in another video. Bye.